Stanley Tucci might be very famous and made spaghetti alla Nerano popular worldwide. But to me, my mom is more famous. So I gave my mom a mission. Find me the best pasta alla Nerano recipe. And she did. And this is the recipe that she found through her connections. And I want to share it with you. Stanley Tucci, let me know what you think of this. This is a homemade version. It could be for 2 to 4 people. Depends how much pasta you like to eat. We have 300 grams of good quality dry spaghetti, okay? This should be enough for 2 to 4 people. 600 grams of zucchini. So you want to double the amount of pasta with the zucchini because we're gonna fry the zucchini so they will reduce. We're gonna use 200 grams of provolone dolce, okay? It's a sweet provolone cheese. In Nerano, they use a specific provolone that made in the area, but it's not easy to find worldwide. So stick to provolone, sweet provolone. 1 garlic clove, which is very important, but we're gonna use it my way. Pecorino cheese is something that I see many people don't use it for Nerano, but pecorino cheese is extremely important, especially in the Campania region. They choose pecorino over parmigiano. A large amount of basil, and extra virgin olive oil, a lot of extra virgin olive oil. We need to fry the zucchini, okay? And I know extra virgin olive oil, it's very expensive in these days, so you might be able to use sunflower oil for frying, but to get the Nerano flavors, extra virgin olive oil is the right oil to use for frying the zucchini. All right, make sure you wash your zucchini. We'll remove the top, remove the bottom. And now what we want to do, we want to try and cut the zucchini in a way, see like that, in a way that is not too thin, but it's not too thick either. So this way, the zucchini will reduce half the size once you fry them, okay? So you don't want to make them too thin. I talk to my mom all the time, and she always talks to me about recipes. Always. That's all we talk about, pretty much, okay? Food, recipes, new recipes. So when I said to her, Mom, you need to find me the best Nerano, she said, that's my mission. So not only she contacted their friends, but she also was watching lots of shows on TV and trusted YouTubers from the area on Nerano. And so she found me the best recipe, you know, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Now we need to grate the provolone, okay? What I recommend you to make sure that the provolone, it's nice and cold, it's straight out of the fridge when you grate it. If you leave the provolone at room temperature, it will go soft, and the way when you grate it, it's not gonna be great. See, it's a soft cheese, so it's very easy to grate it. Oh, beautiful smells come out. Oh, beautiful flavors. Look, it looks like the shredded mozzarella that you buy from the shop, but it's real cheese. It's really good cheese, okay? If you use shredded mozzarella, it's not gonna turn out the way I want, and my mom will be upset with you. This should rest in the fridge, especially if it's a hot day out there. You don't wanna have this sitting on your bench in the fridge. For me, the zucchini for this pasta must be fried in extra virgin olive oil, which is what I'm using. I know it's pricey, so feel free to use sunflower oil. We start frying the zucchini once we reach the temperature of 150, 160 degrees Celsius. Now, for people out there who think you cannot fry with extra virgin olive oil, yes, you can. Extra virgin olive oil, it's fine for frying. What you need to remember is you cannot reuse extra virgin olive oil to fry again. Use it once and discard. In sunflower oil, you can reuse it. So that's the difference. Okay, let's start frying. There we go. What's important that you do is that you separate them, because what they like to do is they like to get stuck to each other. The best part about this is that we can use as much as we need for the recipe. Whatever is left, we can snack. All right, have a look. This is what we want to achieve from the zucchini, okay? Look how much it shrunk. Look at that beautiful golden color. Look how much it shrunk. So now look at this versus this. Look how much it changed. We're going to collect the zucchini and put it on kitchen paper. As you can see, the zucchini collect a lot of oil. Come over here, come. This is a very important detail that my mom said you cannot skip it. This is crucial, okay? We get fresh basil. fresh basil, and you want to break with your hands, you want to break the basil straight on the zucchini. Now, use as much as you want, okay? Don't be limited. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to cover this layer with paper, and then we put 2 more layers on top, and we do the same thing. All right, now let's put this other batch in. We'll do the same with the basil. Break the basil. It is extremely important for us to break the basil because it releases extra flavors. The oils from the basil will go on the zucchini. Now we cover this layer and we're ready for the next layer. See, those ones are cooked, so they can go and rest on the paper. Let's put the extra basil on top. What we can do now is we can cover it with plastic wrap and leave it in the fridge if you want to cook this tomorrow. Otherwise, don't put no plastic wrap, leave it at room temperature on the side, and we can now focus on cooking the pasta. We get a large pot and we put tap water inside, okay? Now, when the water starts boiling, we're gonna put a nice, generous spoon of rock salt in the water. All right, so the water is boiling. We're gonna now boil the pasta. Follow the instruction on your packet, okay? If you trust the brand you're using and if it says 11 minutes, you cook it for 11 minutes al dente. I just want you to look at the beautiful zucchini here, all right? So we can eat the zucchini as a snack, just like I said. Beautiful. So let's go on a medium low heat. Let's put some extra virgin olive oil, simply because we need more extra virgin olive oil. And now we crush the garlic. I always crush my garlic, you know why? Because it releases more flavors. So here we have a garlic crusher. And we go in. Here we go. Now we gently cook the garlic for about 30 seconds, okay? What I suggest you to do is to put a splash of water, not too much, maybe a tablespoon. What the water does is it makes sure that the garlic doesn't burn, okay? It prevents the garlic from burning. So now at this point, you just want to put the zucchini inside. All right, now what we do is hit the garlic. We don't want to burn the garlic, okay? So what we want to do, we might need to add a little bit of pasta water in here so we don't burn our ingredients. Here I've got some pasta water we're going to put in. All right, this is now ready for the pasta. So let's get the pasta out of the pot and let's mix it together with zucchini. Let's try the spaghetti to make sure they're ready. Al dente. Let's get the spaghetti out. Look at that, beautiful. Let's get some pasta water because we need it to make the pasta creamy, okay? So, I've got a nice amount of pasta water that we're gonna keep on the side. And don't worry if you have some water going in, it's fine. Now at this point, we quickly want to stir, but as you can see, the bottom is a little bit too dry, so it is very, very important for us to add the pasta water. As much as you need, okay? You need to judge this. You don't want the bottom to be dry. As you can see, it's a little bit wet, but it's gonna be dry very soon. So what we do now is we toss. If you don't want to toss, you can use your kitchen utensils, whatever you have. But what I suggest is, see, it's a little bit dry at the bottom there. We add a little bit more water. Okay, just a little bit, because the cheese does need that water, okay? So, quickly stir. The pasta is absorbing the water very quickly, okay? So what we want to do now, switch off the pan. No more cooking, no more fire, okay? We wait about 10 seconds before we put the cheese inside. Now, do you remember we had the cheese in the fridge? Okay, so look, the cheese is nice and dry, so it's perfect. We're gonna put the provolone first. Let's put some Pecorino Romano as well. Now we quickly toss. This is gonna become super creamy, super creamy, okay? Now, for you might be enough, this cheese, this amount of cheese, that's okay. If you think this is enough, don't add any extra, okay? But I'm gonna toast now. Okay. As you can see, it needs more water because it's kind of drying up. So we're gonna add more pasta water. Pasta water is your best friend at the moment. Beautiful. As you can see, the provolone is melting beautifully. The pecorino is melting beautifully, okay? And this is great. Super creamy. Because I want this to be extremely creamy, I'm gonna add more pasta water. No scale pasta water. I'm gonna add more pecorino. A little bit more provolone. Quickly mix. Look at that, look at that, look at that. See, we got the cream at the bottom here. It's extremely powerful, extremely important. Look at this wonderful dish. Look how beautiful. Look at a little bit of melting cheese. Look at that beautiful creamy cheese. The pecorino adding values, adding flavors. Look at that. Look at that. Now this dish is packed with flavors. The reason why I didn't put any salt is because pecorino, the cheese used, has plenty of saltiness. You want to add pepper, go for it. But apart from that, nothing else is needed. Okay, let's plate it. Look how creamy it is. Look how creamy. Look how beautiful. I like how the cheese kind of melts on the zucchini. That's beautiful, that's powerful. Can you see all this beautiful cream sitting here at the bottom? We're gonna take that and put it on. Look at this beautiful cream going all over it. And now the best part, guys. We're going to decorate it with that zucchini that we didn't touch earlier. The zucchini that we kept in here. We're gonna add extra flavors with this beautiful fried zucchini. Little touch of basil, and we are ready to eat. Just want to show you how creamy this pasta is. Look at that. Look inside the pan. Super creamy. The power of the right cheese, the magic of pasta water. Look at that. So easy, so simple. I need to try this because it's super creamy. I don't want to wait too long before serving it. The delicate provolone, the punchy pecorino, the fried zucchini, which is also delicate, makes this dish something that everybody will love. It's a vegetarian dish. Everyone can have it. Thank you so much, Stanley Tucci, for introducing the world to this dish. But thank you, Mom, for finding the most amazing Nerano recipes. Trust me, when I say this is the best Nerano recipe, it is. This is so good. So, Mamma, grazie mille, grazie. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Please write a comment below and let me know if this Nerano has changed your life. I will see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia. A proper Nerano. Ciao, Vincenzo's Plate.